Mr. Neumeyer was the kind of teacher who didn't need to be loud for his presence to be felt. He was competent, kind, professional, and he cared deeply for his students and about their success. He was always willing to help whenever asked, and around here at Sam Houston, he was asked a lot. There was a quiet calm about Dathan that so often just steadied the space that he was in. He will be truly missed.
Dear Mr. Neumeyer, thank you for making woodshop such an amazing and fun class. I didn't like you at first, but now you're my fave. I've learned so much from you. Going to miss you next year. Utzel Gamish.
Dathan was a wonderful, wonderful person. Teacher, co-worker. He definitely showed the kids grit and determination and the importance of craftsmanship. I'm gonna miss him so much. He had a lot of very valuable insight, the questions that I asked him. He made me laugh. Even through tough times, he was very easy to talk to. And he's just a wonderful, wonderful man. He will be missed. And he's definitely irreplaceable as a friend and as a co-worker. Dathan, I will miss you. Thank you.
Dear Mr. Neumeyer, I want to thank you for being my favorite teacher. Helping me in woodshop will better my career in the future. You're one of my coolest teachers, besides my other teacher in Ireland and Colorado. Stay fresh, mister. Signed, No Talker.
My buddy, he was a great guy. It's unusual that you find somebody that is dedicated as he was. We had a conversation one time, and he was apparently being a little hard on some of his students, but he was doing it for a reason. He was trying to make them better. And he told me, he said, I'm hard on them, but I care about them. And that was very important to me. He was extremely dedicated. He said, I'm hard on my own kids. And he said, I just want them to be better, to get all I can out of them. And I was real impressed. This is my 12th year here, and I've known him for a long time, but I really didn't know him till about 4 years ago. And I was really impressed. Know him, he's just sort of quiet. We're gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him because he was a good man. And sometimes it's hard to find people like that.
Dear Mr. Neumeyer, thank you for helping me get really interested in welding last year. If it wasn't for you, I would have never gotten interested in making my career choice in welding. Welding is something I enjoy, and if it wasn't for you, I would have never known what it would be like to weld. Sincerely, Jose Trujillo.
Dear Mr. Neumeyer, although you may no longer be here, I want to cherish those memories that we once had together. I remember in the first day of school, when I came to your class, I was all nervous and quiet, and I thought you were really mean. But then as the days kept going by, me and you started to form a special bond that only a few students will understand. This is one certain memory that we had together, where I came into class all mad, wanting to fight and all that, and you noticed, and you came up to me like, oh, hey buddy, what's wrong? And I really appreciate that conversation between me and you. Another great moment that we had together was the time when you called us the Chorizo Brothers. You called us that because we were your best and favorite class. And now we're always going to be known as the Chorizo Brothers. You're going to be known as the Chorizo Master. So after all, I want to say thank you, Mr. Neumeyer, for being there for me, and you'll be deeply missed. Thank you.
This year, I've learned to take more responsibility in my own actions and in the work I do. I shouldn't slack as much as I do, and I should also stay on top of my things. You as a person, Neumeyer, have taught me to open my eyes a little more and think ahead for my own good, and I appreciate you for that. Unsigned. To my brother, Dathan Neumeyer, you were a beacon of light here in the 1500 hall for my days teaching here at SAM. You were a mentor to some of us, a great friend. A lot of times you made the days more bearable, just knowing that you were right across the hall. And when we would stand out here during passing periods and talk, you would have us all cracking up laughing, and you are loved and you are missed, brother. To the family, you are definitely in my prayers. Just know that to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. May God bless you and help you get through these rough times. Talk to him. He's there for you. Thank you very much for your dedication and hard work during EOC. Because of your commitment, things were extremely smooth and easygoing. Thank you for stepping up. Miss M. Anderson.
So today I'm choosing joy. Joy for having known you as a colleague and watching how your sense of duty to your students was unmatched. And joy because of the laughter we shared in these hallways. If these hallways could talk. And so I just want to say thank you, friend. Thank you for your self-awareness, for making me a better person in that regard, and for just being able to bear witness to the awesomeness that was you, Dathan. So thank you, friend. Thank you.
Mr. Neumeyer, we can't thank you enough for taking out time from your day, several days, to make the wooden guns for our anniversary dance. Because of you, we will be able to recreate the Texans 1986 Cotton Bowl performance for our spring show. Thank you again, Texans.
Hi, Katie. Hi, kids. I'm Tim Thompson, one of the career and technology specialists. I've been with Dathan. He's been one of my guys since he came to the district. Originally teaching architecture and photography, and finally finding his passion in construction. Yeah, my absolute heartfelt sympathies go out to you and the family. Dathan will be extremely well thought of and missed for many years. I absolutely loved working with Dathan, helping him with photography, playing some pranks on him now and then. I think that's probably what I loved most about Dathan, was just the absolute camaraderie and lightheartedness. Dathan spent many years in the construction lab, really finding his passion over anything else that he taught in the district. He made a huge impact on his students, and you know as well as I do, those students who were really here and interested in learning, Dathan absolutely mentored, took under his wing, and taught them so much, not just about woodworking and construction, but about life in general. When the news broke to his students, they were all devastated. And that's the kind of impact that we can see Dathan made outside of the observations, outside of the classroom visits, but to see the impact that he made is just amazing. I always enjoyed talking with Dathan about the camping trips, the road trips, the adventures. Some of his horticulture experiments. I so wish that I would have spent more time with him. Life's precious not to take the time to spend with the people you love. So Katie and kids, just know that your dad and your husband made a huge, huge impact and was very loved.
Dear Mr. Neumeyer, I wanted to take a minute to tell you thanks. Thank you so much for all you do for Sam Houston. I appreciate your dedication to all the students. I know it can be tough to teach and hard-headed, but thank you very much for all you do and for your patience. I wish you the best and that you are happy and in very good health. Sincerely, Roberto Casares.
Our hearts are heavy as we remember Mr. Neumeyer, a valued member of our Sam Houston High School family. Mr. Neumeyer was more than just an educator. He built relationships that went beyond the classroom and left a lasting impact on those he worked with and taught with. He was the definition of a true leader and a quiet leader. He never sought recognition, but his actions spoke louder than words. He was always around the school to help anyone he could, and many of the things that he built will last here at Sam Houston High School for a very long time. Most importantly, our thoughts, prayers, and deepest condolences are with the family. Mr. Neumeyer will be deeply missed.
I'd like to say thank you, Mr. Neumeyer, for everything and showing how I can take responsibility. I hope every day you wake up, everything starts easing up. Victor Mejia.
I don't exactly have the right words to say about Mr. Neumeyer, but he was a very inspirational person, very joyful and very expressive. He was very motivating, and he always tried to put a smile on his students' faces. I was not personally one of his students, but he was a calming and very celebratory person. He was very inspirational to everybody that he was around, and he was very loved and cared. We really miss you, Mr. Neumeyer. Thank you for everything you've done for us.
Hello, Mr. Neumeyer. I just wanted to write telling you that I appreciate everything you taught me. I know how to measure because of you. You taught me a lot of life lessons and made me realize a lot about life. I thank you so much for that. You are one of my top teachers. I learned a lot because of you. I won't let none of the things that you taught me go to waste. Thank you. Angel Pineda.
My name is Deborah Geer, Debrageer. I'm sorry. I am the post-secondary facilitator, and I have been at Sam Houston for 5.5 years. I met Dathan speaking to him over special education concerns and students, just because he was always super involved and wanted to help our students be successful. Off and on, we'd see each other in the hallway. He always had a calm and pleasant demeanor. So I really miss that. And then I also spent a lot of time with him in PD. Somehow we'd always end up in the same groups or around each other. And he certainly kept me entertained, which is a great thing when you're in PD, as you know. So yeah, I'm really gonna miss his calm, caring, sweet demeanor, and of course his jokes. He was one of a kind, so he's gonna be missed.
First off and foremost, give my condolences to Dathan Neumeyer's family, all of his friends, and all of our colleagues here. Mr. Neumeyer was a wonderful person. I've only been here 3 years, and meeting him for the first time was really awesome. Sometimes I feel like I don't know where things are, and I ask him a few questions, and he helped me. And every time I would see him, it would be nothing but a breath of fresh air, great conversation. But most importantly, I could see that he cared about the students, and he also cared about his colleagues. There are many colleagues here who were very shocked of his passing, and it's something that we don't want to take for granted, the people that we work with, because this is a family here at Sam Houston, and we really love one another as teachers, as colleagues. We love our students, and so when one of us is no longer here, it does affect us in our hearts and our spirits, because to walk past his door and to know he's not going to be standing there or not be inside of his room, that's something that we've all are having our own little struggle with, as we pass through the 1500 hallway. And so I just want to say from the bottom of my heart to the family, you have my condolences. And from the Sam Houston High School choir program, all of the students want to say we love you, and we love you, Mr. Neumeyer. Dathan was a wonderful spirit. Most importantly, the guy had a wonderful sense of humor. There was one meeting where he had a question and his response was very, very humorous, and I just laughed myself out of the seat. So, but it's going to be very hard knowing he's not here. And I hope he's in a better place. I hope he's looking down on us, and he knows that there are so many people here at this school that care about him, and we want to let the family know that we're here for you for anything you need. And you are welcomed here. This is your home because it was his home. And so if there's anything we could do for you, especially from the Sam Houston Choir, we are at your service, and we want to say we love you. Dathan, we love you with all of our hearts, and we'll see each other again soon. Absent from the body, but you're present with the Lord. And we know that you are looking down on us, and it's warmer outside, and we know because the sun is shining, you're smiling on us. So thank you, Dathan. Thank you to the Neumeyer family for your love and support. And we just want to say you will always be a Texan, and you'll always stay in our hearts, especially mine. This is Mr. Wittenberg, choir director at Sam Houston, signing off. Godspeed.
Nice guy, very open, very easy to speak with. I work with the behavior unit here at Sam Houston High School, and he often had a lot of my students, and very often my students would flock and cater to him, and I had minimal issues. And that's just because he was so transparent, so involved, so dedicated to his work, passionate guy. Always welcoming. And, it's just sad to, hear what took place. But, I know he's in a better place. Clearly had a great heart, a great spirit, and, a mind that was always moving.
and I'll miss Mr. Neumeyer. And I don't say a lot, and I don't say, things very often. I'm not the most social person, but he was always social with me. And, he kind of brought out a side in me that was a little more social every time I seen him. So I just wanted to, come with some kind words. It saddens my heart, but at the same time, it warms it. Rest easy, Mr. Neumeyer.
I'm Smiley.
And I'm Natalie.
And as of recently, as you have heard, Mr. Neumeyer passed away. Mr. Neumeyer was a very joyful person who always cared about his students here at Sam Houston. I personally have been knowing Mr. Neumeyer since my sophomore year when I used to have Mr. Bernard right next door. He would always make fun of me in a goofy way that I would always smile down when I was walking down the hall, and that's where I got my nickname Smiley. Also, my junior year is whenever I started going through it mentally, and he would always be there to support me and tell me to not quit on what I wanted to do when I was picking out a career and stuff like that. And then I also filmed his spotlight, which made me learn more about him as a person, and that he was very much about respect. And then as of recently now, my senior year, I recently got a scholarship, which was the day that I also found out that Mr. Neumeyer passed away. It was a bittersweet moment because I wanted him to be the first person to had found out that I had received a scholarship, and I wanted to thank him for always being there and supporting me through my high school journey.
I met Mr. Neumeyer this year during my sophomore year. My year in Texas TV was great. Ever since I walked down that hallway and he greeted me with a smile, talking about who I am and what I was gonna do. He was the sweetest, kind person ever. You could see that he made a huge impact to this school, to the students, and even to the teachers. I can see whenever anybody talks about him that he truly meant something to them. He really is the kindest person ever, sweetest, and I will miss walking down to the hallway and saying good morning to him every day I pass going into Texas TV. He really was so supportive of everything we did in Texas TV.
Dathan was a great man, a great teacher, a great mentor, a great friend. I learned so much from him over the last 13 years. He helped me get acclimated to teaching, and he's always been there. And just right across the hall. It's gonna be such a challenge to try to walk out in that hall and not see him every day. He always had something funny to say, something upbeat, not something I'd repeat here. A great personality, always something fun going on with him. Really brought joy to my life. Really gonna miss him. He was a good friend. I loved him. He loved me. And
we're all going to have to be without him. It's an awful thing. His kid's not growing up with their dad. I can't imagine that. I pray for him. I pray for his wife. Gonna miss him. Thank you for being there for me, Dathan. You made a huge difference in my life. Thank you.
Dear Mr. Neumeyer, may you receive all the special things your heart desires this Christmas. Thank you so much for helping our theater department. It was very kind and generous of you. Happy holidays and New Year. Sincerely, Maripan Pasta.
Mr. Neumeyer was a good man. He used the classroom not only to teach, but also to learn, getting little lessons from students every day. He was a guy who was always committed to bettering himself continually, and I really appreciated that about him. I've only been here 3 years, but in that time he became one of my best friends. We'd sit in the office together and he'd tell me stories. I didn't know at the time that would be his life story. I feel like I knew everything about the dude. You know, we'd always talk about how he loved gardening and outdoors and fishing and camping and all that. But most of all, he loved his family. I think that was his favorite part about all of that.